way in its power is to get in touch with the Creator.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Ben from Universal Audio, and welcome to another installment of Tales from the Switch, the saga of Fab Dupont, slowly exploring the spaces inside of Luna. And so we've, over the last, 2 months now, we've been kind of focusing a lot on mixing and, kind of seeing the mixing process and how Luna can help there. But the other side that Luna is really, really great at is the recording and production side and just being able to enable real-time creativity with musicians. So what better way to show that than to do a real-time recording session? That's what we're going to do today. And welcome my guests. We got Fab and a special guest, Louis Cato. What up?
Yo!
How's it going, man?
What's going on, Ben?
Yeah.
What's up, Fab?
What's up? All right.
So
We're back.
we're all in different. So I'm in California. Fab, you're in Manhattan. Louis, you're over in Brooklyn. Explain to me, how are we doing a recording session with all points of the earth all at the same time?
Let me show you. I can show you. It's really simple.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Oh,
It's very basic.
this is it. That's how we did it. So there you. So I'm in Manhattan and I'm remote controlling Louis's laptop, running Luna. So TeamViewer is a piece of software that lets me over the internet control his computer. So what you're seeing on the screen right now,
that's actually Louis's screen in Brooklyn.
that's Louis's screen, but I'm controlling it from my computer, which is need a certain kind of brain to be able to handle that. So there's the TeamViewer icon right here, and so basically Louis gave me permission to control his computer, and so I can come to Luna and I can do things. So you see the mute buttons, that's me doing that from Manhattan.
Oh, this is cool.
That's
And
nuts. That's so nuts.
Right?
yeah, a little bit of latency, but it's actually it's not. It feels like a computer. It feels like when you're pushing your computer way too much. You can still work, but the computer's like, I don't think this is good. That's the vibe. It's not worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
Then for me to be able to hear what Lewis is doing, and for you guys to be able to hear what Lewis is doing, we're using a plugin by a company called Audio Movers called Listen To. And so basically, you're listening to what Lewis and myself are listening to. So the output of Luna is piped into this plugin, and the plugin shoots that audio over to me and to Ben.
Yep.
So when I do something on Lewis's computer, like change gain or mute, then I hear it back here in Manhattan in full res. Like I think it's 192 kbps. So it's like a really good MP3 level. And there's a bit of a slight bit of a delay, maybe like a half a second delay, maybe less.
Yeah.
Because it's real time. But then there's the internet. Not so but it's actually workable. We can do things. We can be dangerous.
Well, and the most important part is what Lewis hears. That's all. He's plugged straight into the Apollo, so he's getting
So basically, we did it so that I'm remote controlling Lewis's studio from Manhattan. Lewis has everything in real time, and I just get over the internet high quality rendition of what he hears, and I'm in control of the rest. So he can focus on music. I can produce. He can play.
Yeah.
And the way we communicate is we also have 2 iPads on the side running Zoom, so that you can see what's going on, and then we can talk to you, and I can talk to Lewis, and we use that as our talkback. So so that's pretty much it. I'll show you again for entertainment. There you go. That's what we did. So that was the original idea. It's morphed a little bit since. The remote is team viewer. Audio is still happening. No, this is actually it.
That's pretty much
This thing here. I had an idea for automatic talkback, and today our automatic talkback is called Ben.
It's called me hitting the mute button every once in a while.
Exactly. So what we're going to do today, so if for those of you who were here 3 weeks ago, we had Will Knox and Louis Cato, and we decided we were going to write a song, and then that was 4 weeks ago, and then during the week, they started writing the song, and then Louis did the first demo, and then we heard that demo on the show. And then we were supposed to hit this part of the show 2 weeks ago, but then Lewis got in a slight but perceptible accident, which explains his bandaged head. So we decided we were going to give Lewis a break. And in the meantime, the only thing that's changed is Lewis and Will Lewis wrote a bridge, and then Will tweaked the bridge lyrics, and then Lewis did a quick voice memo of that whole song again from his iPhone. So what you see here in the team viewer, basically in Luna, is this is original demo.
Yep.
And the original vocal, you had done guitar and vocal at the same time, correct?
Correct.
And then so we're going to mute this. Now we have the new vocal that Lewis did on his iPhone the other night. Apparently it was at 5 a.m. That's what the file says.
Every man needs a nemesis.
Okay, so now we have the whole track of the demo. So
that's funny. I didn't realize you could see the timestamp.
You don't see it.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. To keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb. To keep the head humble, the hands from trouble, you can't be comfortable. Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. And every man needs an element
I want to hear the bridge.
to understand. That's the curse of every man. Even though we say we want the best, what we want is so much less. 'Cause the best just ain't enough for our humanity.
Oh, nice.
Every time we reach the top, our motivations all but stop. So we go back to the source of our insanity. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering is serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Suffering is serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man. Yeah. That's the curse of every man.
Okay, cool. That's awesome, man.
Dude, that's gonna be so sick.
Thanks, man. There are some. Will has been on the WhatsApp since I sent you this with even more updates to those lyrics. So
there's no writing. There's only rewriting.
There's only rewriting.
Yeah.
Come on.
Speaking of which, when you hit the bridge here, wrong buttons, team viewer. Here.
That I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
I don't think we should go back to 1 here. I think we should go to a 6 minor, or we should change the color to signify arrival to a bridge. So this is an E. This
right.
is E?
It's an E minor 9.
Yeah.
It's like a fourth. It's like E A D.
Yeah. But what if you didn't land on E here?
That's the curse of every man.
What if it's like an A or a C sharp minor or something that changes the color before you hit this stuff?
What if we did it with my question to that? My only thought to that is because lengthwise, it's already like I can hear that if we change the color, like going like having that extra space in there, it makes me wonder: could we accomplish what you're hearing in a change of space with like groove wise instead of harmonically?
We could try that. I think that.
I'm just wondering. Go ahead. Sorry.
We've heard that E minor 9 pocket open every section basically, and so when we hit this, it sounds like a third verse, and I'd really like it to feel like I need to feel something different that moment. And then when you hit those chords here,
even though we say we want
this is so gorgeous, right? So if we could change that color, just that E minor color, to not be yet again, it'd be bananas. And bananas are great.
Do you hear any? I'm just I hear what you're saying. I'm not sure where in that puzzle how to that makes it make sense.
But I know you're going to come up with something. How's A minor?
We're already on A minor.
Sorry.
We're already on A. We're coming from A minor. So we say understand. That's C. B minor, A minor 7. That's the curse of every man. You mean like stay on A minor?
Or then you change the color slightly.
Just change like stay on A minor, but change the color of it.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. At this
maybe,
stand. Huh?
How about A minor over E? You come up with something. I think the here that's the only part in the flow of the song that I feel is not.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
All right. So let's tip.
What if we just stay on the C for the extra bar?
Exactly. Done. Sold to the highest bidder, which is you.
Say what?
You got it.
Awesome.
The people in the chat are agreeing with you guys too.
Oh, nice.
You wanna? What was that? I didn't hear the chord because of the iPad.
I just instead of every other time in the end of the chorus, it goes 1 bar of C major 7.
Yeah.
And then down to A minor 7 for a bar. So I just made it 2 bars of C major 7 and then 2 bars of A minor 7.
Bananas.
That's how you do it.
All right, great. Love it. That's great.
Yeah.
Can you tell?
I can. I like it too.
Okay. So let's discuss a little process now. So can you, I mean, obviously your temp vocal sounds, I mean, the sound of it is not what we want, but the pocket of it is great and the vibe of it's great. So can we build on that? Are you comfortable with that?
I was going to ask the same thing. I would love that.
Yeah, let's do that. So, and the rest also grooves like crazy. Do you want to do drums? Would you like to try and find a drum pocket first, or find a bass part? How would you like to build? How are you most comfortable?
I feel like if we took like the drum, the loop, the cajon little, kick cajon loop, whatever that we wrote, in the beginning too, and just make that like a click, and I just play to that, and I can find a drum part to that. I think.
Okay,
cool.
So you'd like to start with drums?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, great. So let me just deal with this stuff. 1 second. This is so weird. I am remote controlling your computer. I'm still not.
It's never gonna feel normal. It's always gonna feel a little like this is science fiction right here.
It's still creepy. Okay. I mean, it grooves like crazy. So why don't I just, but to simplify things, I'm going to make a bus. I'm going to call it, I'm going to not show the world that I'm completely dyslexic. And then go, make sure that the cue thing is happening.
It looks like it added the Neve summing on there too.
Oh, yeah.
Which we don't have. We don't have on this machine yet.
No. All right. So, just gonna. What I'm doing is I'm cleaning the bottom so to feel whatever bass drum we have.
Mm-hmm.
Louis, can you hear this?
I could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that good enough?
That's great.
Is it loud enough?
All right. You saying you were cleaning up the bottom? I was going to ask you exactly that. I love working with Fab. He's done all the things that I like. That sounds so self-conceited. I like working with Fab. He thinks like me.
Right?
I just created 3 tracks.
Actually knows what he's doing.
Oh, you know. I pretend. I play one on TV. Literally. So
did you do what I thought you were gonna do and take some of the bass out of that kick so we could? Oh,
Yeah.
I love you. Yay.
So Lewis is in his apartment, and he has a little setup with a minuscule bass drum that most people would consider a tom.
What's that?
Is that a 15-inch or 14-inch?
It's a 15-inch made by Cannabis.
Nice.
Shout out.
Yeah, it's a tom you put on his side. That's what it is. And then he does. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but Lewis does every Monday on Instagram at the real Lewis Cato. He does a crazy cover of just the most amazing stuff, and he plays everything on it. Plays the drums, the bass, the guitar, sings, and whatever else is available. And so every Monday there's a new crazy cover, and so that's the setup he uses for that.
Awesome.
So what we're going to use that setup. Maybe I'll ask you, maybe Lewis, to take the iPad and show the guys and girls what's going on.
Yeah.
So on the bass drum, what do you have?
What's
right now?
going on? Let me show you what's going on.
Do-do-do.
Ooh. 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 Yeah. All right. Sorry.
Lewis has perfect pitch, so this is the actual right key of the song, which is a little terrifying.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's very humble, very humble. This is stay in landscape, huh?
Yeah,
Sorry about that. That'd be good. So yeah, we've got a little 57 on the snare here.
Let me see.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Almost.
Maybe if I switch it, can I switch the view here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would help me. I'm really bad with this stuff.
Okay.
All right, here we go. There we go.
Evan,
so
in the usual position.
Yeah, in the usual position.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's
you put on on the waist tom.
There's a layer of 2 paper towels, no less than 2 paper towels on the snare drum, because I like.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. And then this bass tom, it's 15-inch, and we've got an AKG C214 down there, which is like my poor man's 414.
Mm-hmm.
But it, we make it sound good. And today Fab makes it sound better. And then a nice fun cloth beater over here that makes me happy.
Is that the one that record?
What's that?
That's the one that got you for Michelle's record.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
And then we got on the overhead a Cal HM2D. Oh, my kitchen also. And the light by which you see me. All the secrets are out. It's a Cal HM2D, which I found by way of my dear friend Tyler Duncan, who produced. We've worked on a couple of records together. Most notably, Theo Katzman of Volkbeck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll turn around here. And
you can,
he was what's his face? Tyler Duncan. He has like 10 of them. I don't think they make them anymore, but what?
Turn the camera back.
Gosh. All right. I'm such an old man right now.
Grandpa, you gotta turn the camera around.
Hey, Grandpa.
All right. So this is great. So I'm gonna turn the 3 tracks on. But let's start actually one by one. Would you care to play something just so I can make the sound for the bass drum and the snare drum and everything?
Yes. Just.
Sorry, there's now starts the portion where I mute and you have to unmute yourself nonstop.
I saw it.
All right. But you can still hear me, right? Just nod.
Yeah, I can totally hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So play me a Luis Cato pocket, por favor.
All right. You gonna beat me up, Ben?
Yep.
I need to
Phantom.
Phantom on. It works better when the thing's on.
Looks like it's trying to find the high Z input right now. Click the high
Oh, I'm on the because I'm a genius. There you go. The bass drum is on 3. Yeah, my fault, guys. Sorry. Next time, hire a professional. Let's see. It's still unhappy. Well, let me do without the unison thing for a second. Yeah, okay, let's look at the snare. 4. Oh, because.
But we should be seeing it in the bottom faders too.
Right, we should. What is going on? So that's a 57. And this is 5 is the Kel, so it needs Phantom.
Oh, it's because you have 2 tracks soloed. Figured it out.
Thank you, Ben. Okay, so let's go ahead, Louis. Keep going. I'm going to do the 1073s on the drums because I don't think anybody ever failed doing that.
Right.
And let's see how it feels. Go ahead, play me a pocket, por favor. That's cute.
It's on the snare drum?
That's the snare, yeah.
You're adding 62 snare drum. What's your thinking there?
Sorry, the latency is making me. I have to move a little slower. Okay, go ahead. I like that. Okay, that's great. See the bass drum? This is really weird, but it's working.
Knock on wood.
Come on, viewer. Okay, cool. A little lower. Yeah, I like that. And then we have the overhead. This got a very D'Angelo vibe with that bass drum like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's super hip hop.
Yeah,
Super hip hop.
I dig it. So what if I give you the I want to put you on input. What if I give you the loop under so we can check it out? Do you want to hear the vocal too?
Sure.
Just the loop and the new vocal. How's that?
That's great.
Okay, let me just do a little kitchen work here. High track. The new vocal, is it in the queue? It is. So it's difficult for me to keep track of who hears what. If something's broken, just complain.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. To keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb. To keep the head humble, the hands from trouble, you can't be comfortable. a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
Okay.
And every man needs an element of fear that he may lose control. Keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix. He must be vulnerable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
Hey, Lewis. Sorry to interrupt. I think this sounds good. Could I hear the pocket without any of the stuff, just like this? So I can, because the bottom of the cajon is still, it's playing with my brain. I can't hear the bass drum. Can you just play the same, this very same pocket right now you were just playing, but without the backing?
The chorus pocket?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I'm
please.
still searching, but I think
That's fine. Yeah. That's great. Awesome. That works.
That sounds really good. I love the like soft kick. It's just this nice like pillowy thing. So what were you doing there with the so you have the Neve, you're using the EQ in the Neve, but then you put a Cambridge in after that. What's the idea there?
Neve is fixed. And there was this kind of like thing at the, well, I don't know where it was because I really didn't pay attention to that. In 130-ish, that was kind of making it woolly, at least in these headphones. And so I felt like I'm anticipating for the bass part. And I think that I would like the bass drum to drop under, so might as well do that now.
Yep.
So I'm using the record effects. The record effects it's going to get printed, just like if I was going through a console. Because I feel confident, and I may regret this later, that that this is fine, you know. And then I also got rid of some mids and added some of that 35 with the Neve because that sounds bananas.
Yep.
And I'm high passing the very bottom. I'm not 100% sure about that. Actually, could you play another 8 bars, por favor, mi amor? Better without.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
And so
if you saw, I flipped the polarity on the overhead because it was ruining the bass drum sound a little.
Nice.
So I flipped that. At least that's the way it feels right now.
Mm-hmm. And you can always flip it back around again later if.
Since I'm not there to move the microphones myself, and Lewis is busy playing drums and everything else that's playable, I will. It's fine. I think this sounds good. I mean, for a remote recording, it's pretty amazing.
It sounds incredible. Yeah.
So process-wise, Lewis, since this is the first time we do this, how do you want to do this? Do you want to do a take right now? Are you comfortable with your cue? Is that good enough for you to work with? Good. Okay, great. Miraculous.
Yeah. Well, we can kind of hear you through the overheads, actually.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Nice. Hello.
Hello.
Only thing I was gonna say, Fab, the part that we just changed.
Yes.
I think can you just go mute that? Do you remember where that's at? It's like after it's at the end of the second chorus.
Right. You want me to
Just
mute?
before the bridge.
Yeah.
Because it's different changes now, and I want to maybe like give some space for that in this foundational layer.
Okay, great. So which part do you want me to mute? Because right now you should only have the vocal.
You brought the bass in, which was.
Oh no, that was just for me to, because I was trying to picture how much space the bass was going to take.
Yes.
I turned it back on for a second, and that's when I realized that I thought the bass drum could be better, and then I muted it again. So all you're gonna have is the cajon loop and the vocal in theory. Is that cool?
That's cool.
Okay, great. Then that's what we shall get. And how about a click? Fair. Okay.
You got a loop. Who needs a click when you got a loop, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be you on click. That's what I always say. When I cook.
I do need to know is I don't remember where the.
This is how it sounds. This is it. Okay, so you need a click at the beginning.
No, that's enough for me.
Okay, fair enough.
Just tell me, just say go, and I'll be at the ready.
Go.
He was ready. He was. Wait, just real quick before we do this take. Someone asked in the chat which Apollo is being used. This is a
X8P.
X8P. Nice.
Yeah, all done with one Apollo, one laptop.
I was showing you that when I was taking the iPad around. It's right here behind me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just a simple.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's do a take.
Okay. Go. I can't do that because of the viewer. Here we go.
What? I thought
It's
you
my
said you
fault.
can't do it.
No, it's because the just so people understand, the key command for starting record in Luna is command space, and whenever I hit command space on Louis' computer, spotlight comes up. So
do you have the number pad there, Fab? You can use 3.
Yeah, here we go. No, it doesn't work because TeamViewer doesn't do number pad.
Oh,
so
okay.
I have. Yeah, it's okay. When we grow up next week,
we'll do it the old school style, just like they did on the tape machine, where you had to actually press the buttons.
Yeah, I'm doing it with my mouse. Click, click. You ready, Louis?
Yep.
Here we go.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. To keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. Every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb. To keep the head humble, the hands from trouble, you can't be comfortable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. And every man needs an element of fear that he may lose control. Keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix, you must be vulnerable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Even though we say we want the best, what we want is so much less. 'Cause the best just ain't enough for our humanity. curse of every man. Yeah. That's the curse of every man. Ay, check it out,
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very nice. I got some feedback.
One take wonder over here.
Yeah. So here's first the chorus pocket that you laid. I feel that the chorus pocket that you settled for on the last looped chorus at the end is not as original, but it's better for the song. I think that it just flows better. That's my first. So if we could have that pocket on every chorus, that would be bananas. Two, I feel that the way you hear the bridge right now is you hear the bridge as a respite. Like you basically are slowing the flow on the bridge. You're not growing the arc of the song. Basically, at that point, you're lowering the subdivision. It's not moving forward. I don't think that's right. I think the way the bridge you wrote is really kind of like a soar bridge. It's not a retreat chorus. It's more like a soar chorus. And if you play it like this, yeah, it really feels like that to me. I don't know why. So now it's a decision for you. It's your song. But from an innocent bystander point of view, I felt like there's a moment of retreat at the beginning of the bridge, and then it soars. To me, that's what it feels like. And so I would be curious to have a version of this where you keep the subdivision going on the bridge, and basically the bridge goes up in feeling, and then you settle back into the outro choruses. To me, that's just the way it felt this time and the time before. I heard it. I felt like, oh, this bridge is not your traditional, 180 bridge. It's more like a plus bridge to me. And then we'll see. Your mileage may vary. And then the other thing is, I feel like the choruses should be set up better. And I like when you use that snare, with that snare color that only comes in from time to time. Maybe you could use that pocket, that fill before the chorus. Because there's something missing there, because every time you do a little riff on vocal. So instead of having the riff on vocal, or in addition to the riff on vocal, you could make that snare thing happen there, just before every chorus, as a thing, kind of like as a part that just says, yo, chorus coming, kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I think this pocket is awesome. Apart from those little details. Do you feel like doing it again?
Yeah.
All right. Let me make a playlist.
I gotta figure out. So bridge, we're thinking now.
What if you played?
We'll do like the kind of couple of the extended little. It's not really extended, but like extended like those chords there, and then we're gonna go a little higher. Just intensity wise.
Yeah. Try it. I think that
kind of maybe with the same like chorus.
Yeah, same chorus pocket, exactly.
Okay, all right.
I think with the chord change, it's gonna have that texture, that feel where it's gonna make people breathe harder. Like it's got this thing. I think, and I may be wrong. Let's hear it once, and then we'll see.
Yeah, no, I'm reimagining with you.
Okay, cool. And then those fills, like before the chorus, like let's think of it as like a part. Like the chorus is being just like you played the same riff you sang the same riff on the vocal. There you want to anchor that part. Yeah, I feel like you want to try to change a vibe. So let's see what you come up with. Okay, are you comfortable with your cue and everything?
I could use more of the loop.
Yeah, I have the technology for that. It's called a fader.
I also love how easily how seamless the transition from voice memo to Luna was.
Yeah, for real.
makes me feel good about creating in Luna.
I think the word is go.
I forgot my pickup. I'll remember it.
I have a stop button. Here we go. Good?
Yep.
Let's do it again.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. To keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb. To keep the head humble, the hands from trouble, you can't be comfortable. Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. And every man needs an element of fear that he may lose control. To keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix, he must be vulnerable. Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Even though we say we want the best, what we want is so much less. 'Cause the best just ain't enough for our humanity. And every time we reach the top, our motivations all but stop. So we go back to the source of our insanity. Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man.
Yeah.
Hey, that works, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
I think good.
Okay. If you feel that I'm steering you in the wrong direction, I have no ego attached to it. I feel like that bridge felt great to me. But if you want to do
Yeah, it's
another,
making me. It's just because I wrote the melody kind of like kind of purposely underneath the chorus melody. So I was imagining it like the exact opposite. But now that you're saying that, it's making me think more of like 90s John Mayer type of bridge where like the groove kind of keeps going throughout.
I heard that, but
some things on top get floatier.
Right. Would you like to do another take with everything else but your lower energy bridge, just in case
No, I feel like let's follow that through. I think
okay.
Like momentum wise, I hear it. It's just taking me a second, but I think let's follow that through. And if it feels absolutely wrong, like at some point,
take it away. It's on the playlist in Luna. But I'm pretty confident this is a good look. Actually, I'm sort of kind of 100% sure it's a good look.
The more I think about it, the more confidence.
I have confidence in you, Fab.
I have confidence in you, baby. So here's the thing, though. I thought this take was fabulous. And I think that it was really fresh. And I love the fills you came up with for the chorus.
Yeah.
And I love that you snuck one back in at the end. I think this is awesome. If you felt good, do you feel like you could do better, or do you want to keep this, or what do you think?
Let's keep this.
I think this is dope. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So bananas. So we should probably do a bass that goes with this.
Yeah.
So let's do bass. I want to take these off record. And we can you turn Lewis? Can you turn yourself? Can we turn Lewis's microphone back on?
Yep, I already did.
Do-
One step ahead of you.
Thank you, Lewis. Can you accept Ben's very kind invitation to turn your Zoom microphone back on?
No, we did.
It already did.
What took you so long? All right, so the bass. We want the bass. I'm gonna just playlist on the original bass, and because we don't really need to refer to it too much, and the bass in your studio is plugged into the high Z input 1. Okay, great. So let me do a little. What's that bass?
Is that a Fender?
What is it?
This is a Mulan 5-string classic J bass.
That's
Mulan
right.
is a Korean company that I endorse that make really good like Fender style stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So great. So it sounds a little glossy to my taste. I'm going to put an amp on it, maybe like something like this.
Yeah. Do you want me, since you're doing that on your end, do you want me to give you a little bit more love on the tone knob, or?
I love love. Give me some love. I could use some love.
This is tone wide open.
Now that's a little too fusion. No
All right.
offense to ex-bandmate.
I'll split the difference.
Yeah.
How's that?
Let me hear it with the pocket. You know how I am. I have this like physical resistance thing that makes a.
Kind of feels like we could use a little bit more level overall.
Yeah, it's not. It's lacking a little personality. Let's try this. Give some more. I think the amp is fine. I just need to find some vibe elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 sec. And because I'm not 100% sure what I'm listening to, I'm not going to do it in record effects. I'm going to do it with inserts. Still going to be real time.
This way, you're only committing to the amp sound, and then you're able to monitor through.
The amp sound I'm comfortable is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. That's just that's the built-in MPEG plugin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's such a good one, man.
It's not even fair.
I love that one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just unfair. I'm looking for inspiration. Let's see. We could do something like let me see. Trying to imagine what the song's gonna be like. My God, there's so many plugins. Look at this. This is insane.
Never-ending list.
See, something a little like.
Yeah.
It's a little too much. Let me see. What's that? I don't use it very often because I don't. Well, what's the name of the vertical box that has a distortion box?
Yeah, it's either, I can't remember if it's the VSC or the VSM. It's one of those two.
Let's see. That's the one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I use this one all the time on bass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh great. So hit it. I don't. So I'm gonna have to figure it out. Aha! Already. Woo! Exactly. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I guess I'm going to use this more.
Yeah.
You want to talk about like a real, like one of the most precise saturation boxes in the world? It's this one.
It's nuts.
So,
A buddy of mine just turned me on to it like a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
So Louis, just for people to hear, play the pocket before. And then with the effect. Woo!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay, great. Can I hear this in context though? So I'll just write it, and then I may play with the sound, Louis. Don't be angry at me. It may come in and out, and the usual stuff. Let me make sure you have it in your queue. You do. Here we go. Can I get rid of the cajon click now, or do you need it?
Well, I was kind of. Are you imagining like? I was playing with that as though we were gonna have it in there somewhere. Are you imagining it without that?
Can we hear it once without?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm down. I'm open.
It's just this song to me has so much space in it.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna mute it for now, and then if you miss it, I have the mute button, which is affordable and available.
Comes included for free.
Yes. That's right. This doesn't work. Okay.
It does give me my count off though.
Yeah. Right.
So you can mute it after that.
Yeah.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. To keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb. To keep the head humble, the hands from trouble, you can't be comfortable. Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Every man needs an element of fear that he may lose control. To keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix, you must be vulnerable. Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Even though we say we want the best, what we want is so much less. 'Cause the best just ain't enough for our humanity. Every time we reach the top, our motivations all but stop. So we go back to the source of our insanity. Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man.
Oh.
Oh, dude.
So, Louis, are you happy with the sound?
I am.
Okay, yeah, me too. I think it's great. So there, you came up with a bunch of crazy stuff. Here's
I didn't really. I thought you were getting sound, so I wasn't super trying to lock anything in. I was kind of half searching.
Check this out. This. There's something catchy about that. I think you should keep that in mind. Maybe there's that little hook there is great. Every time on the bridge, on the choruses, this part of the chorus.
You serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand.
That's a part. Keep that. That's great.
Yeah. Nice.
It's so good. On the second verse, this could be that you could that in the intro. This could be the hook.
Yeah.
Use that as a hook on the intro and on the re-intro of the second verse. That would be pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
You know?
Nice.
Yeah. Then this.
To keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix. You must be vulnerable.
Hold on, there's something that you played that was just the charts. 1 second.
Every man needs an element of fear that he may lose control.
Ah, come on.
It's a moment.
That's dope. So I think that it would serve the song if it were less, if the jammy parts were there by, if we painted them in.
More by design.
Yeah. And so I think that, so those parts I pointed out to you could be anchors that make us feel like we're in a place. My only thing that I'd like to see if you could like explore is the top of the chorus. I think that held half note is actually that you are instinctively playing every time. I don't think that it serves the purpose as well as if you played a line, something like
Happiness.
Like right now you play don don don, but what if you play something to the tune of like give me a part, give me something that makes me feel like I'm on the downbeat of the chorus kind of vibe, you know, like something that's akin to this. Something in that family with subdivision right at the top of the chorus, you know, like, something more like a Motown, but not necessarily complicated arpeggio, because we have the maybe something like you know, something like that gives me the motion. Can I put you on input and then you try some stuff?
Sure.
I'll just go before the chorus. Am I making your life complicated? Yeah.
Do you still hear it hitting the anticipation with it?
Yeah. That's the voice of every and then we could have some part under, you know what I mean? Let's mix. Yeah, can we try that? Just for maybe dead wrong, but let's figure it out. How can I turn that spotlight stuff off? It's driving me
fun. All right, hit the on Lewis's computer, hit the Apple icon top left. Yep, system preferences.
Oh, yeah. Go to spotlight.
Keyboard. Second row.
No, I think it's here.
Voila.
Yeah. That way, Louis will never be able to search for anything on his computer ever again.
Ever again. Everything's lost. You've lost all your files. Thanks, Fab.
No!
But I kept your credit card numbers, so it's all good. All right, let's try that. Just for entertainment. And it's still not working. Who did I piss off? Ah.
From trouble, it can't be comfortable. Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
I dig the movement of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
to me, makes the chorus because now the difference in feel between this.
Happiness has left a footprint in the sand.
And this.
Happiness has left a footprint.
I'm not feeling the same energy at the top of the chorus.
Happiness has left a footprint in the sand.
Now you're gonna own it. You know, we're gonna do 2 takes. It doesn't have to be so like, oh, hey, I told you to play this kind of vibe. Once it's part of you, it'd be great, you know. But I think this movement helps make the chorus go, and then maybe it's gonna inspire you to do something on the guitar on top of that, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
So with that in mind, would you care to play another take? Or do you want to practice? What would you like to do?
Huh?
What would you like to do? Do you want to do another take? Would you want to workshop this chorus more? What's your
No, let's do another take. Yeah.
You got it. Cool. Here we go. Cajon click. Do you miss it? Do you want it back?
You know, I was going to ask you about that. It was in there. I still heard it.
It's in his cues.
Q. Excuse me. Well then, so do you?
You could try taking it out though. I was curious to hear how
Okay.
if I would play differently.
Won't try this at home.
It may make me like lean more into like those kind of parts too, like with that not being there.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. To keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb. To keep the head humble, the hands from trouble, it can't be comfortable. Happiness has left a footprint in the sand.
That's awesome.
Oh boy.
Really good. That was really awesome. How did it feel to you?
Feels good.
Okay.
Feels
I think
good.
that you second chorus more your own by not being so literal. I really dug it. You want to hear it?
Sure. Yeah.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand.
So though, because the
Nice.
first one you did what I said. It's much better when you do what you want to do.
Happiness has left her footprints in the sand.
So good.
Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every.
So it's really, really dope. Also, this turnaround here. Ooh, that was so good. That little. That's dope. So cool. I love all of this. Do you want to do one more take so that you can have the flow and have that first chorus be what you just played on the second chorus in the first?
Sure. Well, then we'll have two of them.
I know. And then we can do like stuff, a party between the two takes. We'll have a party. We'll invite the two takes to the party.
Hey.
There you go.
You have two bass players on the track. You know, you could hard pan them left, right.
Stereo. Yeah. All right, here we go. This is great. Like, I think that the song is really it's getting some personality, like some parts that I know this is the song, you know, kind of vibe.
Yes.
How do you feel about having
I
the
feel
cajon?
that too.
Yeah. How do you feel about not having the cajon? Do you like it better with or without?
I think it's cool. I think it gives us somewhere to go.
Okay, so you want the cajon back on?
No, I'm saying I think it's cool. Like not having
With-
it
yeah.
gives us somewhere to go.
The space is nice. you
Yeah.
know? And we could actually drop the cajon in on the chorus, for example.
Yeah. Let's say
All right.
that. Maybe later.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Here it comes.
It always takes me 1 second to remember. I have a goldfish memory when it comes to holding things.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
I got you.
Here we go.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. To keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb. To keep the head humble, the hands from trouble, you can't be comfortable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. And every man needs an element of fear that he may lose control. To keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix, he must be vulnerable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every
That was awesome. I think that was, except that one bar. I think it hit all the points perfect. It was perfect.
Really?
This one bar here, how do you feel about this bar here?
The source of our insanity. Happiness is left to.
Can you just punch that bar?
I would love to.
Okay, great. So
I felt like the energy of the one prior was better throughout.
Really?
But I mean, it could be player side versus producer side, because I'm in player mode right now.
It's really this one
right on?
really supported the song in a way that was just delightful. But we can listen to both and make a decision.
Beautiful. I take your word on that. Well, let's punch this.
It's a democracy-ish.
It's a democracy.
No. I mean, if you feel that, right now I'm so focused on the song, then maybe I'm missing some special parts that are actually more interesting than just adhering to the concept of making a pop song out of this. You know what I mean? Because though it's jazzy and everything, it has a really catchy quality to it that I think is very universal.
Yes.
And that stays. Let's just punch this, and then we can talk philosophy after that. Let me find a good.
Punch first, talk later.
Hey, that's what I always say.
Here we go.
Go back to the source of our insanity. Happiness is left to footprints in the sand.
All right, what took you so long? Okay, so cool. So we have this. Do you want to listen to both?
Can you check that real quick? I feel like I may have been a hair early on the very first anticipation of that I just punched.
Go back to the source of our insanity. Happiness is left to
That's fine.
in the sand.
Yeah, I think that it's perfectly fine.
Close enough for jazz.
Unless I mean, this is your thing, you always have this. I mean, I'm pretty sensitive to time, but you're from a different planet. So if you want to do another take, I'm happy to do that.
Just punch it one more. Punch that. Let's punch that whole chorus out. Whole double chorus out.
Yep. So I'll give you
purposes of feel.
Yeah. I'll give you a little more pre-roll, and
that's fine for pre-roll. I don't even. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, here we go.
So we go back to the source of our insanity. Happiness is
one more time. Sorry.
So we go back to the source of our insanity. Happiness is left to footprints in the sand. Suffering yourself a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man.
Nah.
That's the curse of every man.
That was groovy.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. So, and I playlisted it so we can choose. Stuff's backwards on your computer. So we could choose which one is the most appropriate. The pickup is awesome. I mean, the whole thing is awesome. I love this thing here. Right here.
That's the curse of every man.
That's so sad.
That's the extra flavor right there. So let's check in with everyone. How's everybody doing?
Dude,
I'm feeling great. I'm gonna need to pee soon.
Yeah, I think we think we've achieved, Ben, on the world side?
Man, the world is loving this. They're just getting some Stevie Wonder vibes.
Hey,
Dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The people are just kind of freaking out. Just the tone, the groove is so good. Like people don't want it to stop.
Okay, great. But I think
that's awesome.
I think we should stop because at this point we're going to start embarking into guitar. We got to switch microphones and stuff like that. So I think that unless Louis, what I'd like to do is I'd like to review the bass before and after the last two takes to make sure we pick our bass, and then when we reconvene next Tuesday, then we can lay down acoustic guitar and maybe some other ideas. Remember this D'Angelo track called Chicken Grease?
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Chicken. Let me tell you about. Boom, boom, boom. Get on up.
Yeah, that one. Exactly. But remember the ambience in it? There's like kind of like you can hear the people in the back. And
yes.
There's some clapping and some noises.
Yeah, it starts like someone's banging on a pot or something. It's like,
yeah,
ding,
yeah.
Ding, ding,
So,
ding.
Because this is so clean, I think it would be cool if we organized or recorded you a couple times, maybe clapping and having a little bit of noise and a little bit of distortion or something like that in the back, create a certain ambience behind it. So I heard this just this time, and also then we're
I'm way into that.
Okay,
I'm way
great.
into that.
And then also like on the chorus and on the bridge, I was hearing like this really cheesy pads. Maybe we can find them in shape, like an ARP ensemble kind of vibe. To just give it an odd texture.
Yes.
And then maybe a tambourine on the bridge or something like that, and then the vocals. So we have quite a bit of work to do. But right now, I think it would be cool for this session to know that we've laid down the basic tracks of drums and bass. So how about we listen to this take 6, see how you feel about it, Louis, and then play the take that you feel may have been better, which was take 4. And then we decide. Does that work?
Sounds great.
All right, here we go.
I'm excited. It's like a whole nother life.
Let's try. Am I lying to you? No, it's correct.
Yeah.
So take 4 is the one that you felt had more life to it, and it sounds like.
Yeah, from my feeling wise.
Yeah. Here we go.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. To keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb. To keep the head humble, the hands from trouble, you can't be comfortable. Happiness has left a footprint in the sand.
So that's awesome. Obviously, it's awesome. Now let's listen to take 6. I hope everybody on the other side of the wire has the patience to listen to 2 takes in a row. That's what we do.
This is, it's like the coolest thing, and the people have commented on this already, is like, this is the real interaction. Like, you know, we do lots of demos all together, right? And a lot of times when we're on stage in NAMM, we're trying to like kind of fire through things. But what's so dope about what we're seeing here is like, this is the real process. Like, you don't just do one take and then move on. Like, take feedback, you know, having that conversation and kind of helping push it to another level. And same thing with like choosing between takes. Like, this is the real thing that actually that you don't really, you never get to see in like an edited tutorial video or on stage. Like, this is the real shit.
The key here to be able to speed is to have Louis Cato, you know,
step one,
and B, to be able to be laser focused the whole time, every time, to always know what's happening on every take and memorize the whole thing as it goes. And that way you can, so you have that focus. And that's why I can tell Louis, remember the bar 4 of the second chorus on take 3, that was dope, because I am paying attention. But then you have to be able to back up and not pay attention to any of that shit and see how it feels.
Yeah.
And that happens through repetition.
Yeah.
At least for me, that's my process. It's like, I will, because I hate sitting through take after take after take after take. It kills the music, right? So if you're always on and you really pay attention, then you can extract and help the performer because the performer has got his head in the sand playing, and you know, maybe people who are not as you know, intuitive as Louis, sometimes they're still trying to figure out the song, and sometimes, you know, they have technical difficulties. And so if you say, okay, look, this bar was awesome, do that, don't worry about anything else, then they can turn that part of their brain off. You can be that part of their brain as a producer, and then they can just be emotive and do their thing, or improvise and have ideas, because they know you have your back. Then after that, what we're doing right now is getting out of that head and seeing, does it feel good? Which one helps me feel the song more, you know?
Yeah.
So that was take 4, and this is take 5 with a little punching at the end. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross, to keep the soul in wonder. The belly must have hunger, he needs the vultures. And every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb, to keep the head humble, the hands from trouble. You can't be comfortable. Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every
I mean, come on.
So,
This is so good.
you right?
So good.
Thanks, man. I feel like it's bar 17 or somewhere. There's like one note that probably is what.
Yeah, it's rushing a smidgen.
Made me feel not fun about this.
Bar 3 of the second verse. Check it out.
No, not there.
Every man needs an element of fear that he may lose control.
I think this part was better on 4.
A fear that he may lose control.
Yeah, grab it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's money. 1 second. Let me go in snap mode.
I love that.
Yes.
God bless Luna.
Yeah.
For giving us frustrated Pro Tools creators a home.
So which part was it you?
Huh?
Is it bar 17 or something?
Hunger, he needs the vultures.
Wait.
Which
Well,
part?
yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, it's about bar 17 or so.
Every man needs an Everest.
That.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. You're fired.
Really.
Unbelievable.
Come on, man.
It's a whole millisecond ahead of the kick drum. How dare you?
Maybe you should consider getting your shit together.
Yeah.
Hey!
Every man needs an Everest. A mountain.
No, hold on. It needs to be lazier. 1 second.
Thank you. Very good.
You're very welcome.
Every man needs an Everest.
Woo!
A mountain that he cannot.
All right, cool. I vote in favor of this whole take. Okay, great. Bananas. All right. Awesome, man.
Wow.
This is gonna be beautiful. This is gonna be so beautiful.
Such a good start.
Yes. So
Yeah.
next, in our next installment of Tales from the Switch, we shall record some acoustic guitar,
Mm-hmm.
and then a vocal, probably a first vocal, and then we'll see how we can dress the song up because we'll have all the basic track. You know, we'll see how much how it feels. That maybe it'll be perfect as is, and we'll just give it up and move on. Or maybe we'll have some ideas. Maybe Will can join us and be the conscious in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Voila, that's it. This is awesome. So to remind everyone who just joined us in the middle of what just happened, I'm in Manhattan. Ben is in California. Louis is in Brooklyn. Brooklyn and Manhattan, not the same place. For those of you who don't travel much,
I haven't been to Manhattan
between.
since March.
And so I am remote controlling Louis's computer, running Luna, which is connected to an Apollo X8P. And Louis is playing everything, and I'm remote controlling all the preamps and all the plugins. And Louis is shooting the output of Luna to me through a plugin called Audio Movers. And now we're able to work remotely, thanks to the fact that everything is all in one in Luna. So I can control the preamps and all the tone of the entire studio from the Luna interface, which is what makes this possible. And also the fact that there's no latency in Luna, so that there's no extra latency. I can actually hear what I'm doing in real time. So, and Louis is actually listening to himself through the Q system built in Luna, which is right here, which I'm also controlling and failing at on a regular basis because I wasn't paying attention. So that's it. That is our setup for the day. And this is what we did with it. And we'll see you next week for new exciting adventures.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you guys back here next week for another installment of Tales from the Switch. And if you guys are interested in knowing more about the accelerated real-time monitoring, all of the real-time low latency processing, cue mixing, a lot of the stuff that we saw kind of in action here today. We're actually going to be doing a deep dive program tomorrow with Drew, where we're going to walk through just everything you need to know about ARM. So if what you saw today, if you have any questions, any confusion around how monitoring and recording and doing all this stuff in real time happens, we're back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. So come join us for that program, and we'll see you guys there. See you guys.